Hello everybody, this is Eric from the Westchester Public Library, and I'm going to teach you how to make some cool origami animals today. We're going to do a bird and a fish. So we're going to start with the bird, and we're going to start with a square piece of origami paper. Now, if you don't have any origami paper, you can just simply ask a parent to make you a square sheet from a regular piece of paper so that you make sure. The important thing is that all sides of the piece of paper are of equal measurement. Now, we're going to begin by actually positioning your paper in a diamond shape. So that means that we make sure that our corners are at the top and bottom and left and right position. All right? So, moving on, we're going to fold our paper in half by folding this top corner down to the bottom corner. Now, when you're done, you should have an upside down triangle. So we're gonna fold that top corner down to the bottom corner. All right, we're gonna make sure we have a nice crease like that. See, so there you can see we've got our upside down triangle. Excellent. So moving on to the next part, we're going to actually fold again. We're going to fold this top down further. We're going to go about halfway, so measure about where the half of the triangle is. We see it, roughly about there, and we're going to fold down again, measuring about halfway. We're going to make sure that's a nice crisp crease. Almost like we're making a sailboat. As you can see, it's sort of like it's an upside down sailboat. Okay? Once you're done with that, make sure that the flap isn't too thin, because this section right here, this one, is going to become the wings of the bird. Now, we're going to turn the paper over so that you have this flap right there. This is the front flap. You've got two little flaps. So that's going to be on top. Now, we're going to take just this top layer, not both, just this top layer, as if we're opening up. All right? We're going to take this top layer of the bottom corner fold, and we're going to fold it up like this, about halfway from this bottom shape. We're going to go about halfway up, and we're going to fold it open until it makes a nice diamond shape, like that. All right, now we are going to fold the figure in half by folding this left side over halfway. So we're gonna fold this left side over to the right. And I think a good way to do this to make sure you're doing it of equal measurement is checking to make sure the fold, this crease is gonna happen right on these two corners. And a good little cheat to do to make sure you're doing it right, I find, is making sure that these wings, when you put them on top of each other, just match up those wings. And it's usually a good way to make sure that you've got a nice, even fold, okay? Great, and we're folding that. Sometimes the paper won't let you do exactly what you want. That's okay. You can just find your way and make sure that you've got an even fold right on top of that corner. So you can see I'm having a little trouble here with the paper, but that's all right. I'm just gonna make sure that corner is exactly where I want it to be. All right? Excellent. So now you've got this identical, symmetrical shape on both sides. We can already start to see the bird shape, right? You can see that, can't you? This nice bird shape, all right? So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna set it back to where it was for you. So we have our bird shape, and you could even pick either side. It doesn't really matter at this point, either side, because we're gonna do the same exact movement. We are going to take this wing and we're gonna fold it over. We're gonna fold this wing over nice and even, and you can see in between them this nice diamond shape, another diamond shape again. All right, so we're folding that over. Great. And the wings, because we want the wings to be going up, right? So we're gonna do this, we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna do the same exact movement, flipping that wing up Wonderful. Try to match the wings if you can. Excellent. So now we've got our bird in motion, our bird in movement. And as you can see, now this is the bottom of the bird where our diamond is. This is the top where the crease is. If you look at where the shorter part of the wings are, that's the front. The longer width is in the back. So this means, since the shorter end's here, this side is where the head's going to be. So, to make the head, this is kind of the trickiest part. Pick either side, and you're just going to take this piece, and you're going to fold it down, okay? You're going to fold it down and crease it so that it's pointing down, and you want it to hang over this side. You want it to hang over that side. Once you have that, you're going to flip it over, and you're just going to do the same thing with the same exact crease. Right where that crease was, you're just going to fold it in the opposite direction. Doing the same thing, you're going to have that head pointing down. Okay, now you're going to open it back up. Now, from the top view, you can see we've got a crease on this side, a crease on that side. It's almost making a nice little diamond shape again. What you're going to do is you're going to push down, right? You're just going to push down on that little diamond. And what you're going to do is you're going to take these two outside sections and you're going to push down on there, and you're going to pinch and squeeze those two together so that you're making a reverse fold, okay? So, again, because this is the trickiest part, you've got your diamond after making all those creases. These two triangles in the middle are going to be inside. These two triangles on the outside are going to squeeze inside. So again, you push down on those triangles, you squeeze the outside triangles, and ta-da, you have got your bird head, and your bird is complete and ready for flight. Excellent. Great job. All right, so we're ready for round 2. This is going to be our origami fish. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make an origami fish. Again, we're starting with our square origami paper with all the sides of equal measurement. We are going to, this time, we're not going to start in a diamond. We're actually going to start just as it is with the flat edges on the side. So the flat edges are going to be pointing up and down. So first what we're going to do is we're going to take this left corner and we're going to fold it over to the right bottom corner. So the top left corner, we're going to take that and we're going to fold it over to the bottom right corner. All right. Make sure that your corners are even and matching up before you make that crease. You can adjust it if you need to. And then once you fold it over and have everything where you want it, give that crease a nice firm press and flatten it out. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to open it back up just like it was in the beginning, but now you can see we've got that diagonal crease. What we're going to do now is the same exact thing from the other side. So we're going to take this right corner, this top right corner, and we're going to bring that down to the bottom left corner. So taking that top right corner, we bring it down to the bottom right corner, and we just do that same fold. So we fold that crease. Excellent, and when you have that, again, we're opening it back up. So now, you should see a nice little X that you've made with the creases that you folded. All right? Once you have that, what you're going to do is, and this is the most important part, I think, you're going to fold this top half section. So you're looking at it as a square. You're going to take this top section and you're actually going to fold it backwards. So I like to flip it over so that it's pointed up, and I just fold it back like that, right? We're folding it back like that so it matches. Then we're gonna make a nice crease, and then we're just gonna open it all the way back up, and it's like this. So you've got sort of an asterisk, you've got diagonal and across. Now this is my favorite part of the whole thing. Take your finger and you're going to just poke this section until it does that. So you have this nice little, like, almost like a parasol or an umbrella, right? What you're going to do next is, after you poke the center with your fingers and you've got this nice little almost pyramid, you're going to bring the left and right sides together so that the paper collapses. You're actually going to do it on these creases that you already have right here. So the left side and the right side, you're going to bring them together, and then you're just going to fold it down, okay? Until you fold it down all the way, you've got like a flat triangle, right? Let's do that again. This is a really tricky part. So again, we've got our square, we've got a crease going that diagonal, we've got a crease going on that diagonal, and making sure that the middle fold that we did is horizontal, right? This middle fold is right here. We already poked it so that it's already bending that way. All we're doing is we're taking this crease and that crease, the left crease and the right crease, and we're just bringing them to touch each other, right? Once you do, just bring your hands down, hold those there, take this flat half and just flatten that out, right? So now you've got this flat shape. You're going to rotate it 90 degrees. So let's just use it for this way. We're gonna do it 90 degrees so that it's facing to the left. All right? Now, we are going to take this bottom corner right here, and we are going to fold it up a little bit above the center. So you're folding it up and creasing it, right? You're folding it up and creasing it so that it's a little bit above the center. So you can see this is definitely well above the center, that diagonal line, right? But as you can see, I wasn't folding up both of those, only this top layer. We're folding that top layer and leaving this bottom one. Same thing, we're taking only the top layer and leaving the bottom one. When we fold down that top layer onto the bottom layer. So we've got this nice little shape back here, okay? Make sure it's creased, right? We see that. And then all you're gonna do is you're going to turn your fish over and you've got your shape of your fish. That's it. Now, you can always have more fun, as I've done, by adding little touches. You can put an eye, a mouth, your fins. You can design it any way you want. And you can have a lot of fun with them. All right, so that's it. You have your fish. You can draw on it. You can add glitter. You can add googly eyes, whatever you want to do. The rest is up to your imagination. All right, thank you.